In the middle of Paris with no Dominican broad.
In the middle of Paris with a Dominican broad. Great head on her shoulder, she probably studied abroad. She transferred to Harvard from King's College in March. She says that I'm her favorite cause she admires the art. Michelangelo with the flow, Picasso with the bar.
This is the line to get into the Eiffel Tower. Pretty insane. I just saw a dude absolutely finessing some people with the ball game, and basically people would guess which cup it was in. And people were putting up like $100, $200, $500 because they were so confident. Legitimately, almost every time they were wrong. I started taking a video, but he yelled at me. It's wild to me how many dudes are selling the mini Eiffel Towers. It's just like, how is there even a demand for that much of it? And here's another guy doing the ball trick. I just saw my reflection in a car, and I gotta show you how goofy I look right now. Bro, what am I doing, bro? So I guess French people are just really tiny because look at how big I am in comparison to this bed. I can't even sit down properly under it. This is the hostel room though. Not too shabby, mate. 25 euros a night, not too bad. And free breakfast. Behind me is the Les Invalides and Cathedral St. Louis. Allegedly, Napoleon's tomb and statue can be found in here, but I'm not particularly interested in that, so I think I'll pass on that, but it's really beautiful. I'm only at 14,000 steps on the day, and my legs are already really feeling it. I think because I took the first 8,000 steps or so with my huge backpack, it's adding up. So I stumbled upon some French guys playing spike ball, and I've been fiending to play spike ball for a while now. So I ended up playing for, I think, 3 hours.
Michelangelo with the flow, Picasso with the bar. She's well put together like a piece by Gershwin. Renaissance style, tonight is picture perfect. So smile and pack your bags real good, baby, cause you'll be gone for a while. Wow, wow. Love, tell me how you feel. What's your fantasy? I see it's on the beach down in Mexico. Put your feet up, be my senorita. We ain't gotta rush, just take it slow. You'll be in the highlight, soaking up the sunlight. Anything you want, it's yours. I have you living life like you should. You say you never had it so good. You never had it so good.
And I'm really tired now and pretty hungry, so I'm gonna look for some drink and or food.
Suffering from first class cabin fever, 5-hour layovers from Norway to Egypt. I'm to the point like the pyramids of Giza. Still I'm to the left like the tower out.
I got the Powerade, but low-key I'm feeling so exhausted. Paris is just so big. There's so much stuff to see. I feel like I've only covered a very small portion of it. Almost done for the day. I'm so tired. I think I'm gonna go to the grocery store, get some food, and make dinner. That's the Louvre. I'm not gonna go in right now, but I am at some point, I believe. I really do want to see the Mona Lisa.
The tower out in Pisa. I'm feeling single, baby. I could use a feature. Swagger like Caesar. I'll get you.
Alright, so I'm making dinner now, and this is the best knife that the hostel has for cutting anything. So, as I've said before, sometimes the hostel kitchens will be ill-equipped, and you just have to adapt and make it work.
I'll get you a visa. We can go to Italy and maybe see the Colosseum.
Second full day in Paris today. Surprisingly, my legs aren't that sore, even though I hit 34,000 steps yesterday and played a couple hours of spike ball. It's pretty gloomy out today, and it's a bit cold, so today I'm going to try to go see if I can get into the Louvre.
I'll be Da Vinci if you be my Mona Lisa and I smile. So pack your bags real good, baby, cause you'll be gone for a while.
Alright, so I made it into the Louvre. It was a 22 euro admission ticket, which kind of sucks, but I'll let you know if it's worth it. I have about 3.5 hours, so I'm going to try to make the most of it. This is the Liberty Leading the People painting. It seems to be quite popular. Some seriously large paintings in here. That's crazy. Bruh, this is actually wild. Everybody's fiending to get a pic of. I guess I am too.
Mona Lisa,
Love is when you try to place it out your mind, but you can't turn.
Just for one painting, it's really small. It's a cool painting, but I don't know. The hype's a little too much for me. All right, I'm not gonna wait in that line, but hopefully there's at least one frame of me and Mona together. I like this guy. I like this guy too.
Love is when you try to make it out alive, but you can't turn the radio down, and you can't think of anyone.
This museum is so incredibly big, it's crazy. There's so many exhibits and so much stuff to look at.
Oh, look, I can see your face in the Parisian paintings, the Mona Lisa. I can hear your voice in the streets and the TV stations, and the police. I can feel the strains on my wrist, I don't need these bracelets. Of all the things that she keeps in cages, I'm at least his favorite.
I genuinely keep getting lost. This museum is just so expansive. There's so many exhibits, and it's just gargantuan. It's unbelievable. It's cold and rainy. That's all.
At least his favorite.
I'm at the Arc de Triomphe. I apologize to all my French followers for that pronunciation, but it's really rainy and I'm cold, and I'm gonna head back to the hostel and take a hot shower. That's all for today. Third day in Paris. Today I'm gonna be doing the Pantheon, the Notre Dame, Saint-Chapelle, and the third arrondissement. Hopefully I said that correctly. One thing that I haven't mentioned yet is that all of the architecture in Paris is incredibly uniform, and even the castles and palaces match up with it perfectly. All of the building corners also have a very similar dome, and I just think it's really cool.
And all I wanted was apologies and all of your bed, over my heels falling on my head, but all of my feels were already dead. And if I could rewind it for you, if you could remind me of what I felt before I felt.
This is my lunch for today. I got a chicken and mayo sandwich and a protein shake. I'm hyped. Go buy your lunch in a supermarket and then come out and enjoy it in a park. You can have a wonderful afternoon enjoying nature, and you can save some money. And also you can get a lot better macronutrients for your euro. I'm at the Pantheon now. I'm gonna see how much it costs to go inside and then potentially go in. So it was 13 euros to go inside, and there was a bit of a line. So I texted my friend Sagar, who's actually been here before, and asked him if it was worth it, and he said it's not. So I'm gonna trust his judgment and skip the Pantheon. It does look really cool on the outside though. I made it to the Notre Dame. Still under construction, I think, from the fire in 2017.
When you try to place it out your mind, but you can't turn the radio down, and you can't think of anyone else. And love is when you try to make it out alive, but you can't turn the radio down, and you can't think of anyone else. Mona Lisa, yeah, Mona Lisa, hey, Mona Lisa, yeah. Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa, yeah.
So if you caught my 500 subscriber special video, you would have seen that I booked a 3-week trip to Costa Rica 2 days after I get home from Paris. Today I decided to cancel that trip, and I decided to cancel it for a couple different reasons. The main reason is that there's 4 or 5 videos that I want to make, and I want to make them to the best quality possible. I've honestly never had this much confidence in myself and in my ability to make it on YouTube. I honestly think that these could be the videos that I start seeing significant growth on YouTube. And also there's a couple other things happening at home, like my little brother's graduation, and there's just some things that I want to be home for. I'm just going to be at home for a bit, grinding some YouTube videos. I'll edit down the final vlogs and I'll get them out. Hopefully my channel has more clout at that point, but if it doesn't, whatever. I feel that I'm in the right spot in life, and I'm genuinely chasing my dream, which is to make YouTube videos. I'll probably look back at that section in a couple months and cringe, especially if the videos that I'm gonna make flop. But I've decided to embrace that cringe. I recognize that I can't make my 1000th video without making my first video, and likewise, I also recognize that I can't get better at talking about my personal growth and where I'm headed as a person without doing that and without documenting that. Or I can do it without documenting it, but I can't get better at documenting it without documenting it. That was very meta. I was gonna reshoot that video, but I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. My whole point is, I'm not great yet, but I'm getting there. Right now, I'm gonna head back over towards the Eiffel Tower. I'm gonna try to go up it, and I'm also gonna grab some food. I'm pretty hungry.
I know you like your space and distance, yeah. You don't take admissions. They told you not to date musicians, yeah, but can't make you listen. Stick to the ones who let you make all the decisions.
So the Mona Lisa is definitely overrated, but the Eiffel Tower, I would say, is properly rated. It's such a beautiful building to look at. It's so symmetrical too. Oh man, I like it. So I had a traditional French beef stew for dinner, and it was excellent. And there was a lot of meat and potatoes, which was really good and much needed because I've already done 27,000 steps today. But I'm gonna attempt to go up into the Eiffel Tower now, and I'll see how much it costs and I'll let you know. So the top is closed, but you can take a lift or stairs up to the second level for 18 or 11 euros respectively. If you've been watching this channel for a while now, you already know I'm taking the stairs, which is actually only €5.90 if you're less than 25 and you bring an ID. So make sure to bring one.
Look the other way, and you already know what your mother say, and you already know I'm a number away.
So I'm guessing they're gonna play tennis there. That'd be such a sick spot for any sort of sporting match. I'm very envious. I kind of wish I came later. Yeah, that's probably a tennis court. What do you guys think? I don't even know if I would want to go to the top. This is already very high.
I was about to give you all of me on all the weekends, and all I wanted was apologies and all of your bed. Over my heels, falling on my head, but all of my feels were already dead. And if I could rewind it for you, if you could remind me.
So yeah, definitely worth the €6, especially if you go at sunset. It's really cool.
Yeah, love is when you try to place it out your mind, but you can't turn the radio down, and you can't think of anyone else. And love is when you try to make it out alive.
So the lights in the tower go off every hour, and if I time this correctly, they should be going off right about now. Close.
Turn the radio down, and you can't think of anyone else.
All right, last day in Paris and last day in Europe, which is really sad. I'm gonna go to a cafe now and utilize their Wi-Fi and try to get my Prague video uploaded. So I'm trying to go to Versailles, and it was a straight up mission to figure out how to buy a ticket here. None of the kiosks would let me buy a ticket. Then I asked someone and they said I should buy it from this kiosk over here, which I did. And now I still have to wait about 20 minutes for the train, which is kind of unfortunate because it's my last day and I don't want to spend it in a train station. But I think we're still gonna get there. It's just gonna take a bit. So hopefully this is me cutting to Versailles, assuming the ticket works. We made it to the Versailles Palace. Very cool. I'm assuming that this that you see here is the line maybe to get into the palace. Honestly, I probably don't have time to wait today. I still want to go back to Paris and get some drone shots of the Eiffel Tower if possible. I'm gonna try to see if you can walk around the gardens, which I think you can for free, but you can get into this area for free, which is sick. Okay, so it's probably not free. Let's see how much it is. Tickets were €10.50 if you have a student card. So once again, if you have a student card, make sure you bring it when you're backpacking because you can get reduced rates on a lot of different places. That is a glorious fountain right there, man. So cool. So I walked over to Le Petit Trianon. I probably butchered that, but I thought that my admission ticket would cover admission for the Palace of Versailles and also here, but it turns out it doesn't. So I got rejected at the gate, but then the lady behind me chimes in and says that we're together, which was super cool. I guess her husband couldn't make it today, so she had an extra ticket, and I got to get in for free. So shout out that lady. It'll be nice to go home and have some normalcy and grind out some YouTube videos, but I am totally gonna miss the thrill of exploring a new place every single day. It's so much fun. A little bittersweet, but very cool ending to the trip. Vibes. I got a feeling I'm gonna run out of sunlight for a drone shot tonight in Paris, but if you get the chance, make sure you check out Versailles. It's really cool and not too expensive to walk around this garden. I'm already at 24,000 steps on the day, and I still want to go to the Eiffel Tower one last time before I leave tomorrow morning. So I'm probably going to hit 30,000 steps again, and if I do hit 30,000 steps, I'll be at 100,000 steps over the course of 3 days, which is just crazy. So much walking here in Paris, but it's fun. It's just so big, you kind of have to if you're balling on a budget like I am. So I'm back in Paris now, and I think there's a chance I can still get this drone shot, so I'm legit running. Hopefully I can find a park to lift it off from. Ideally, I'd get the river in it, but I really just want to get the Eiffel Tower and at least one drone shot. We made it to the bridge, and we still got some sunlight. Wait for the cars to cross, and hopefully we get a banger. I just got such a cool drone shot with the train and the river and the Eiffel Tower in the background. I'm geeking. I'm really excited about that one. It's really worth the run. Hopefully you guys think so too.
Bags real good, baby, cause you'll be gone for a while. Girl, tell me how you feel. What's your fantasy, yo? I see it's on the beach down in Mexico. You can put your feet up, be my senorita. We ain't gotta rush, just take it slow. You'll be in the highlight, soaking up the sunlight. Anything you want, it's yours. I have you living life like you should. You say you never had it so good.
All right, I'm gonna try this again. Last night in Paris, I have a flight in like 8 hours, and yeah, it was a fire trip. I did not time it correctly once again. I'm at the airport now. This is a sad day for Noah Baller.
The gates B11 before the closure, thank you.
Going forward, I have a couple different goals of my channel. First, I want the content to enable people to travel the world on a budget. I also want to equip people with some useful skills to improve themselves physically, mentally, emotionally, whatever. And finally, I just want to entertain people, and I want to put smiles on people's faces. So, yeah, those are the 3 main goals of my channel, and I really feel that I can do it, and that is such a euphoric feeling. Again, I feel that I'm chasing my dream, and this is my dream. Thanks for following along. Thanks for watching. I am so happy with how far I've already come, and I'm also so humbled by how far I can still go and how trash it is right now. I'm sure I'll look back in a couple years and be like, wow, that's pretty bad. But to me right now, it's incredible to see how far I've come in just a couple short months. And yeah, I'm super stoked. Thanks for watching.